Hello, everybody, and welcome to the post-race press conference for round 10 of AMA Arenacross here from Prescott Valley, Arizona. Your AX Pro overall top three, Vince Friese, Ryan Breece, and Austin Politelli. Gentlemen, congratulations. Vince, going to start with you. Man, this was a great night for you. You were able to make some quick moves and able to get up towards the front. Take us through your perspective on the track. I talked to you a little bit earlier today, and in a word, you just said slippery, but nonetheless, you seem to be able to find some traction, maybe take some insides that other riders weren't. Talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are doing a really good job for the floor space we have. The tracks are fun to ride. It's just late in the main event, it gets tricky when you're running into packs of guys all in one lane, and the speed difference is pretty big. And, you know, the main line is, you know, we're all kind of taking that same main line. So it gets a little hairy. Now,
we heard you talk about it on the podium. The bigger picture, the championship starting to come into play, the potential to clinch tomorrow. What's the rest of the night and tomorrow look like? I know it's easy to say, hey, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind and try not to think about it, but are you starting to feel the weight of the possibility of doing it?
Yeah, for sure. It's something I'm starting to think about, but I think I'd rather just try to win these next two races, and then I don't have to think about it for the next 3 weeks before Daytona. I can kind of just relax and go in there and just have fun and ride.
So we're not expecting to see you kind of hold back at all?
I don't think so. I mean, we'll see what it comes, maybe second motor or whatever. But I think try to win both races. There's still a lot of money on the line too. So go try to win the races.
Well, huge congratulations on your overall tonight. Going to move over to second place, Ryan Breece. Ryan, after a tough night for Michael Hicks, you did move into second place in the points. I believe 35 points back from your teammate Vince. You're kind of the guy that can stop this from being wrapped up tomorrow. What is it going to take? We saw a lot of aggression. You got some great starts today as well, but ultimately found yourself behind your teammate. How are you going to change that for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, the start that I did get, he got around me, right? So I got to fix up some stuff, and I don't know, can maybe don't override the first few laps, but still have that intensity in me, and I think we'll be all right. I'm going to go back and just check out some film and see what's up. I mean, he's on one, right? I mean, he's got the most wins out of all of us, and right, he's got a 35-point gap. But that doesn't mean that I can't go try to win races and stuff like that. So there's 4 more left or 5 more races left. Obviously, 2 more rounds. But yeah, that's the goal for me for tomorrow.
Now, it's a smaller track that we have here in Prescott Valley. We've heard some riders say it is tougher to pass. And then you throw in the lappers as well. And I saw you get caught up in a couple of groups of them as well. To kind of touch on how that played in your ability to slice and dice, if you will, throughout those main events.
Yeah, that was a bummer deal on Moto 2. After the whoops, there was a guy down, and then the 2 guys that were lappers just didn't jump the jump. And I just said, forget it, I got to jump it. I saw Austin on the inside there, and unfortunately got caught up on that. So it sucks for him, right? He's riding really freaking good. And yeah, I just kind of took advantage of that and just trying to see an opening. It's hard to pass.
Well, huge congratulations on your second place. Going to send things down to third place overall on the box tonight. Austin Politelli, man, I think almost everybody in the stadium could feel some frustration for you. That instant, you had some lap riders in front of you that didn't move out of the way when they saw the blue flag. Take us through things from your perspective.
Yeah, I just didn't get through them clean enough. I mean, it is part of racing. There's always loppers. So I think the first one, like I saw Vince, maybe a little more patient and got through them pretty clean, where I was, I don't know, maybe a little too aggressive, tried making some moves too quick, but it's easier said than done. So just hopefully get another good start tomorrow night and ride clean laps.
Yeah, now didn't want to just touch on the unfortunate side of things. You did show some incredible speed and got some great starts today as well. Has there been any changes that you've made with the machine? It really seemed like you were gelling on that Yamaha today.
No, not really. I mean, I'm on my practice bike, but I don't know. I was just on an off weekend last week and didn't feel like myself, and no, nothing really. Just trying to focus on myself like always.
Well, huge congratulations on your podium finish. Going to open up the floor now to anybody with some questions for our top 3 overall.
So, Austin, that second main, you were flat flying, and then you caught the lapper, and then there was a little frontier justice, and then you didn't seem the same. What happened?
Yeah, I think when I hit him, I lost my front brake for a little bit. I don't know. I was pretty pissed. Probably shouldn't have done that, but he had the blue flag, I think, in his helmet 3 times, so I was like, yeah, you're done. So put him on his butt.
Vince, in that the first main, just after the start, you came flying in, and Ryan cut over, and, man, you just stopped eating it. How close was that to actually eating it?
That was as close as you can come. It was a knobby away from going over the front. I told Ryan, like, I know he wasn't doing that on purpose, but it was coming down to it, and I was like, if I go, I'm going into him because he was going to cushion my blow, right? Because it was going to be a ice pick into that berm. So I was like, I'm going to use you as a cushion, but he just got away with like literally a knobby, and I sat it down and went. But yeah, that would have been an MCR crash up Derby in that turn right there. If in that first one with, another inch.
And speaking of that, you guys are teammates, and this is rough racing in tight quarters in Arenacross. How have you and Ryan managed to keep the relationship? I mean, that's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, we spend a lot of time together, right? So we go back and we're at the test track during the week. We're right here, at the pit together. We're riding in rental cars together, and kind of got to keep it right, or it's just not going to be a fun time, right? And he's a cool dude, it's fun to be around and all that. So, yeah, it hadn't been difficult. Of course, we want to beat each other. I know he's still fired up to beat me. So, yeah, it is what it is, though. That's part of racing and part of being teammates.
And Ryan, you've been battling some injuries this year. How are you health-wise, and what are you going to do after this season? Are you going to get fixed, or what are your plans afterward?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I would really say I'm 90%, and I can go race my dirt bike. So that's all that really matters to me. As far as like getting fixed or whatever, I don't need anything to be fixed. I needed literally like 2 to 3 weeks of a break time, and we had that a couple weeks ago. I just didn't ride during the week. Just doing a nice tape job during the weekends, and it's actually it's working pretty well. So yeah, I mean, obviously in the summertime, just go back to rehab and get this thing pretty strong. But yeah, everything's good. It's solid. It's nice.
And what do you think tomorrow night? Are you going to keep Vince from relaxing the next 3 weeks?
I do want to win. I mean, I do. That's been like a checklist for me. I've had like that docking thing last weekend, and then I think I've only had one other win right there. So yeah, if I can get a win, that would be nice. And maybe if I can get a win, I can show my face at the golf course that I haven't been. So yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, I got a couple questions. This one's for you, Vince. Hole shot. There's a lot of young riders out there, and everyone keeps saying, this guy gets the hole shot, it seems like, all the time. What is the secret? Are you going to spill the beans? Do you want to help these young guys out, or do you want to win first?
Yeah, maybe when I retire, I can do some hole shot clinics, but right now I'll keep most of it to myself.
Fair enough. Breece, you've been battling the knee. Is that having any residual effect on your racing?
I mean, I just raced right there. I think I'm all good. Yeah, everything's good. I'm ready to race. Even after Arenacross, I really want to go race.
Now, there is a dynamic that a lot of people have been alluding between Vince and yourself. And is it just pure determination that both you guys want to win and you're just going to battle at all costs no matter what, regardless of the fact that you guys are teammates? Or is there love lost? What's the truth?
I mean, on the team that we're on for MCR, we're hired to go win races, and that's obviously that's what he's doing, and I feel like maybe I should be doing that too. So yeah, we've got a couple more. Hopefully, I can win some.
All right, now I got one for you, Austin. Now it was alluded to earlier in the season, that your daughter is a little upset with you because you keep bringing home third place trophies. So are you fearing the ride home tonight, or what's going on?
Frank stayed home, so we should be good. But I don't know. She'll probably keep looking at those and ask why they're not number one. So hopefully fix that tomorrow.
Attaboy. Thank you.
Vince, got one for you. It's rare air not seeing you get the hole shots in either main of the kicker or the kicker clash. Was that on you, or were the boys just better tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan got an awesome one from the far outside gate in the first one. And then, yeah, Austin on the second one was just really good out of the gate too. And he had a good one like that last week. So, yeah, maybe being a little bit cautious coming into that first turn, but, yeah, still probably should be nailing these starts, I would think. So maybe that's one thing we can clean up for tomorrow and make it a little easier on myself.
So the start was a little shorter tonight. Did that have any effect on you not getting the hole shot?
No, usually that's my better type of start for me. And I think I came out second in both of them. So really I'm fine with that. And yeah, maybe we'll go back and watch the film and see if there's anything we can do different or better, different gate. I think I was in the same gate all night. So see if we need to change anything up. But coming out second's not terrible both times.
Last question for you. If you're able to close out this title tomorrow evening, what's the plan for the final round? You going to line up and race in Daytona, or are you going to head to Supercross the next day?
I doubt I would do Supercross the next day. I'd like to go race Daytona. Yeah, it looks like fun. not the whole team is here right now, so kind of like to be with those guys and all that. So, yeah, we plan on being there and let that thing eat in the Daytona sand.
All right. Question for you, Ryan. You said in your podium interview that you just felt off today. Did that hold you back in the main event because you didn't seem to have the same charge you've had the last couple rounds?
It was just slick for me. I don't know what was going on. Just couldn't find that traction. And then once I could get, there were starting to be some ruts that formed up, and we could get in those. And once I did, I started kind of clicking some laps off, so that was good there. But yeah, just I don't know, man. In practice, I went to the top, then went to P4, and yeah, I just kind of had to reset. I napped up, and I was like, all right, let's just kind of check this thing off. Let's get going. But it just didn't click. It's just one of those days, you know. So I managed what I could, and yeah, that's what it was.
All right. Question for you, Austin. You had a bike change. You went to your practice bike. I know you did some gearing changes on it and stuff, and it didn't go unnoticed in the pits. Some other guys noticed what you were doing, and it seemed to work for you. You got a whole shot. How do you feel about those changes? Are you feeling good with your bike moving forward?
Yeah, mainly I'm just pumped that it stayed on because I put it on. So I thought it was going to fall off for sure. But, yeah, no, it felt pretty good. I don't know. I'm just still kind of finding what I like on the Yamaha and what I dislike, but it's getting there.
All right, that's all the questions we got from the press. We'll throw it back to Zach to finish us off.
All right, well, if nobody has any other questions, gentlemen, thank you. Congratulations. Once again, your AX Pro podium, Vince Friese, Ryan Breece, and Austin Politelli. We'll see you guys tomorrow.